or never changes. But apparently the quality of video game to TV adaptations does. Video game adaptations used to be like that one time I tried to bake a cake and ended up with a pancake. Yeah, not quite the same thing. From the Super Mario Bros. Movie that made us question our own reality, to Assassin's Creed and Warcraft leaving us scratching our heads, it was a big mess. But things are changing. Take The Last of Us show on HBO, for example. It's like they cracked the code and made a show that actually feels like the game. They nailed the whole morally gray and emotionally intense vibe without making me want to throw my popcorn at the screen. And now, there's Fallout. They don't just copy and paste the games, they cooked up a whole new story that keeps us glued to our seats. I gotta say, it's like the entertainment industry woke up one day and went, hey, let's turn our favorite video games into blockbuster movies? And you know what? I'm here for it. It's like seeing your childhood heroes jump out of the screen and onto the red carpet. Take Lara Croft, for example. I mean, who wouldn't want to be Angelina Jolie, robbing tombs, cracking ancient puzzles, adopting all the kids? She made archaeology look cool. Then Alicia Vikander took the reins and suddenly I'm like, move over, Indiana Jones, there's a new explorer in town. Is she pretty? And let's not forget about Pikachu putting on his detective hat. I never knew I needed a crime-solving, lightning-charged yellow fuzzball until Detective Pikachu hit the screens. It's like Pokemon meets Sherlock Holmes, a peanut butter and jelly situation, unexpectedly perfect, and with less cocaine. These movies aren't just adaptations, they're like cheat codes to nostalgia, bringing pixels to life in ways that we never imagined. And exactly like that, Fallout made me feel like I'm in the mid-22nd century, chilling in my underground nuclear shelter like it's a cozy bunkercation. But wait, I'm not just any shelter dweller, I'm the Vault Dweller, the hero of this retro-futuristic saga. My mission? To find a tiny computer chip. Fallout was supposed to use this fancy system called GURPS, but then someone got cold feet about all the digital violence. So Interplay swooped in like a hero with a cape and made their own system, called SPECIAL, which is a handy little acronym that stands for Strength, Perception, Endurance, Charisma, Intelligence, Agility, and Luck. Fallout wasn't just a hit. It was like selling Nuka-Cola in a parched wasteland. 600,000 copies worldwide. Critics were swooning over its open-ended gameplay, intricate plot twists, and a setting that made Mad Max look like a leisurely Sunday drive. But now the show is equally good. I dove into the series like I was scavenging for bottle caps and a trash can or something. I don't know, Bethesda's all about picking up trash. And what did I find? A world that's both familiar and delightfully twisted, thanks to the genius of Geneva Robertson Dorette and Graham Wagner. They crafted a story so captivating it's like finding a pristine vault-tech shelter in the middle of chaos. And the visuals. They're so vivid. It's like the Pip-Boy screen came to life right in front of me. Los Angeles has never looked more post-apocalyptically cool. Now let's talk about the characters. Ella Purnell and Walton Goggins are the real MVPs here. Purnell brings this badassery to a role that's as sharp as a Deathclaw's claw. While Goggins, well, let's just say his ghoul character is the kind of smooth operator who could talk a super mutant into bed. Sure, some people say the plot gets a bit tangled like a rat roach in a spider's web, and maybe the stakes don't always feel as high as Liberty Prime is tall and deadly. But overall, this show is like finding a perfectly preserved pre-war snack. It's a rare treat in a world full of mutated critters. And let me tell you about this fantastic duo, Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy. You know, they're not just the brains behind Westworld, they've got their fingers in the Fallout pie. Why does Fallout Pie sound so gross? I mean, Westworld's first trailer was unexpectedly awesome. Then comes Fallout. They took their post-apocalyptic chaos and turned it into TV gold. And that cast. Evan Rachel Wood and Tandy Newton in Westworld were like the perfect cowboy hats on a Wild West adventure. In Fallout, Ella Purnell and Walton Goggins are the cherry on the top of a nuclear sundae. Sweet, explosive, and leaving you wanting for more. Now let's talk about the setting. We're not just trotting around the same old Fallout territories here. We're heading to Los Angeles, the city of angels turned into a city of mutants and mayhem. It's like Hollywood decided to go method acting and really committed to the apocalypse vibe. Now the characters are where the real magic happens. Take Lucy, for example. She's from Vault 33. But she's not just another vault dweller with a fancy jumpsuit. No, she's on a mission to save her dad, and she's doing it with all the optimism and determination of someone who has no idea what they're getting into. Then there's Maximus, the Brotherhood of Steel rookie. He is a guy who grew up with Power Armor posters on his bedroom walls and now gets to wear the real deal. He's got the whole family of steel thing going on, which adds a nice layer to the drama of his character. And let's not forget about the ghoul. This guy used to be a film actor and now he's a ghoulified bounty hunter. He brings a whole new perspective to the series, showing us that even in a world turned upside down, there's still some room for some dark humor and a good old-fashioned bounty hunt. But there's this crowd out there, let's call them the lore police, who are more focused on preserving every pixel of their beloved game than enjoying a fresh slice of storytelling. Take Master Chief having a love scene in the Halo series. Of course the series is trash. But then there's The Last of Us, where they dare to give two minor characters a whole episode. Sure, adaptation debates can turn into a digital battlefield, but at the end of the day, it's all about the honest voice in the writer's room. They're the ones crafting the tale that's not shackled by pixel-perfect nostalgia, but fueled by creativity and a dash of awesome! These video games were like a treasure trove of quirky characters, immersive storylines, and enough radiation to make a Geiger counter blush. Now, adapting all of that into a TV series sounds about as easy as teaching a Deathclaw to line dance. Think about it. He's got a little cowboy hat. He's dancing. Yet, the creators pulled it off with finesse. They managed to capture the essence of the games, the drama, the humor, the occasional glitch. Occasional? The series nails it with performances that make you forget you're not actually in a wasteland dodging radioactive critters. Purnell, Moten, and Goggins deserve a round of applause for making us believe that surviving the apocalypse is not just about finding canned beans. The horror elements made me feel like I'm wandering through this desolate wasteland trying to avoid getting fried by radiation or eaten by something that probably used to be cute before the bombs dropped. And amidst all this chaos, there is a dash of humor that's really absurd. Here's a perfect example. Real early in the series, one of the characters goes to break up a fight, thinking he's doing the right thing, only to find out that the reason the fight began... I'd explain it, but we get demonetized. Trust me, it's funny. In the series, every day is a lesson in making do with what's left, whether it's scavenging for canned goods that expired or figuring out how to fix a broken Pip-Boy with duct tape and sheer determination. It's like a crash course in DIY survival, brought to you by the End of the World. I couldn't be happier with the first season. It really nailed the post-apocalyptic vibe. The way they brought the game's world to life was spot on, like stepping right into the wasteland with all of its quirks and dangers. While it's not officially confirmed by Amazon yet, the hints and teases from the showrunners are like a mini nuke of excitement. They're keeping some of the juiciest bits from the game, like those terrifying Deathclaws, the ones that don't dance, cowboy hats, adorable, in their back pocket for what could be an epic Season 2 showdown. The producers dropping hints about a beloved location for Season 2? Now that's like finding a perfectly preserved Vault-Tec lunchbox in the middle of a raider camp. Full disclosure, I actually own a Fallout lunchbox, I'm cool. And those Easter eggs, it's like finding a stash of bobby pins when you're running low on lockpicks. A lifesaver. Frickin' bobby pins. Gather with me now. Let's join hands in the Wasteland Prayer Circle for an official Season 2 announcement soon. And breathe. Call me Headspace, I'm available. Now, tell me how you think the Fallout TV series compares to the games in terms of capturing the essence of the wasteland. And of course, if you were a survivor in the Fallout universe, what kind of skills or perks would you focus on to survive and thrive? And if you say anything besides speech, you're wrong. Well, that's a wrap for now. Thanks for diving into the post-apocalyptic world of Fallout with me. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more gaming content, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel for updates on Season 2, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a rad adventure. Until then, keep your Pip-Boy handy and your rad resistance high. It's gonna be one hell of a ride.